Well, aloha, Dr. C. How are you doing?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing great. Did I catch you at a good time?
Of course you did, yeah.
Yeah. This is wow. This is a great office. What a great view of kind of the Kaka'ako area.
I know, and you get the ports and everything.
I
So
know.
I love when the cruise ships come in.
I know. We're actually doing a series called Five Things You Don't Know About Me, and I was wondering if you had a few minutes, maybe we could learn more about you and your role at HBU.
Yeah, sure.
So, how long have you been at HBU, and what do you currently teach?
So I'm an assistant professor in the public health department, and I've been here for about a year and a half now. So I'm still fairly new.
Okay. Okay, well, welcome. I know it's off the top of your head, but do you have five things we may not know about you? Maybe start with the first thing, and we'll go from there.
So the first thing a lot of people don't know is that I'm from Pennsylvania.
Okay,
So
okay.
all the way on the other side of the
Yeah.
mainland there, and I grew up in the Poconos. So it used to be the honeymoon capital of the world back in the 50s and 60s.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, and they still have those little heart-shaped tubs.
Okay, that's interesting.
That's one of the big ones that's out
Poconos,
there.
okay. Do you go back often, or not very much anymore?
I try to go back about once a year.
Once a
see
year,
some
okay.
family.
Cool,
So,
cool. That's great. I didn't know that's what would be a second thing we don't know about.
the second thing is looking at the school. I went to school in Pennsylvania. I got
Okay.
my undergraduate in community health, and then I did my master's in public health. And then I went over to the University of Toledo in Ohio, and I did my doctorate there where I had health education.
Oh,
So,
cool. So how is Toledo?
Toledo's cold.
Yeah. Okay.
There's no trees to block any of the wind.
Ah,
It's
okay.
pretty flat, but it's nice. It's the glass city, and I loved being there. I was there for about 6 years.
Oh, that's quite a while. 6 years. Okay.
Yep.
So you came to HBU from, was it straight from Toledo? Or?
No, actually, I lived in Texas for 6 years. And I
Oh,
was there,
Texas,
And
okay.
then I came to HPU, almost 2 years ago now.
Wow,
So.
cool. So what's a third thing we don't know
The
about?
third thing is that I brew my own beer, and I brew my own honey wine, which is called mead.
Wow, okay. Okay. So tell us more about, I've never heard of mead. So what exactly is mead?
Yeah, mead is honey wine. So essentially, instead of grapes that you'd have with regular wine, you would use honey as your fermentable at that point.
Wow.
So you can still have some pretty good things. You can do stuff like a sparkling wine that can be sweet, or you can do more of like a dry, like a champagne, and then you can also put fruit in it. So currently,
very
right now,
cool.
I have a pomegranate mead that's
Wow.
brewing right now. So I look forward to that one once when it comes up.
And you do beer as well.
I do beer as well, and it's use grains instead of the honey as your fermentables. And then right now I have a golden stout that's brewing, and I have a Christmas chocolate mint stout that I'm just about finishing up. And then I have a farmhouse ale right now that's on
Wow,
my tap.
three beers. How long have you been brewing your own beer?
I've been doing this for almost 20 years.
20 years,
so-
okay, so I'm sure it's
a
pretty
long
awesome.
time.
That's really cool.
So.
Okay, so that's three. What would be a fourth thing? I don't know.
Fourth, I think, is when I was younger, I played baseball growing all the way up, and I love going to games. And then in college, I did lacrosse, and I started to swim a little bit more.
Okay.
And then after that, it got more into just doing the weights and to the powerlifting type
Okay.
deal.
What position did you play for baseball?
For baseball, I was center field.
Center field. Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
a great position.
I had a
Okay.
decent arm, but
Yeah.
I didn't have some of the accuracy. So as long as I got it within the general area, then
Yeah.
that's all that mattered.
That's cool.
So.
Wow, that was okay. So what would be the fifth thing we don't know about you?
Fifth thing is also that I like to cook and bake as well.
Oh, bake. Okay.
So when we're looking at baking, most recently I've done a cinnamon swirl bread, and then I've done a cheddar jalapeno bread too, which is really good. And then actually last night I made some meatballs with some sauce.
Any other kind of breads? Like, do you do like French bread, or is it mainly loaves?
I've done loaves.
Yeah.
I try to do baguettes. I've made some star bread before with some cinnamon in there and some Nutella. So I try varying
Wow.
out as much as I can.
That's really cool. Well, I really appreciate your time, and I hope you have a great spring semester, and aloha.
Yeah, thank you very much.